1, 2, 3.
Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track.
Today is Thursday, and do you know what that means? It is 5:35 review kit day. I picked up this handy dandy kit from Five and Below, and we have 10-in-1 experiment. Now, I sucked in science, high school, middle school, didn't even go to college to experience that shit. So, this kit is for ages 8 and above. If you were not tracking, I turned 23 on December 9th. So if they can do it, I can do it. Let's get down to business. Yeah! Oh, wait, it's kind of fucked up. Alright. You know, I guess before I shook the box around, it was probably a lot more organized. So, let's see what we have in here. So, instead of pulling everything out and trying to show you guys, I just organized everything and I laid it all out. I have got to say, for a $5 kit, this kit is very well organized. So, let's just take the crystal tree by example. Every experiment comes with its own card. It tells you the name of the experiment, the materials, and the best part is that if it has an asterisk beside it, it tells you what's included. So you already know off gate what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Also, not only does it come with instructions, it also comes with an explanation. I think for $5, this is absolutely amazing, and I am so excited to try this kit. The only thing that we came with extra was all these packs of this citric acid, and I went through all the cards and I have no clue what these are for. One of the experiments calls for chalk. We have extra chalk, and then one of the experiments calls for this sodium, and we have extra packets of that. So many of these are very reusable, you know. So since I like this kit so much, I'm not going to try to use everything all at once, but we are going to do every experiment. Let's get started. Okay, so for our first experiment, we're going to do booming crystals. We need 3 color crystals. They give us green, blue, and pink. We need a plastic container. I have a cup. And we need water. So, I'm going to read the instructions to myself. Do I want to read the instructions to myself? I'll read them out loud so that you guys know. Okay, so we're going to place the gel cubes into a plastic container and fill the container completely with water. The only thing I'm not sure is if we do all of the gel cubes or some of the gel cubes. We'll do all of them. Why not? I'm probably never going to use this kit again. Allow the cubes to sit in the water for 3 minutes. When the crystals stop growing, drain the excess water from the container. Remove the crystals from the container. Place them on a paper plate or paper towel to dry for a few minutes. Now you can have fun once they're dry. I don't know what type of fun we're going to be having, but let's get started. So here's what we have. I'm going to put them on the paper towel to dry, and then we're going to move on to the next experiment. Kind of cool looking. I don't know what I'll do with them. Next, we have Mega Snow. So Mega Snow, we need a pack of powdered snow, 2 ounces of water, a powder scoop, and a cup. Alright, so we're going to use the powder scoop, and using the snow powder scoop, place a scoopful of powder into a cup. Add 2 ounces, and luckily, because you know I have red, then 2 ounces or 59 milliliters of water to the cup. Watch your snow extend and have fun that won't freeze in your hand. Let's get started. Oh shit. Ah! And it's like, oh wow, I thought it wasn't working. I thought it was just sitting in the water. Okay, so I have to save these. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with these experiments, but that was pretty lit. That was legit. Now there's like snow stuff all over my office. But alright, I give that one an A+ for our fake snow. Next we have our crystal tree. Alright, so we're gonna need 1 paper tree, a bag of crystal solution, and a plastic base. So we're going to form the paper tree, and then we're going to place it into the plastic base. Separate all the branches on the tree by bending them in different directions. Pour the entire bag of crystal solution onto the plastic tree. So I'm going to need a plate or something, or this is going to get everywhere. Or I just might actually use this. It seems a little bit smarter, less of a mess. Move the tree to a safe area from being knocked over and let it stand for 24 hours and watch the tree absorb all the water. Alright, so this is obviously an experiment we're going to start today, and then tomorrow we're going to come back and look at. So I'm at least going to show you guys the process to that. Next we have our ultraviolet beads. So we're going to need a cord and 15 beads. So we're going to begin by stringing the beads on the cord, making a bracelet. Make sure the sun is out. Go outside for a walk. You want your beads to be exposed to the rays. Notice the change of the color in the beads. Try it in the sunlight, shade, indoors. Notice the changes. When you're finished, place the beads back inside away from sunlight and save them for a sunny day. Okay, so since it is like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, what we're going to do is I'm going to build the bead and I'm going to take it to work with me tomorrow. So here are the beads. Since they're UV, I do want to see how well they work with the UV light. And then we're going to charge them. No, wow, I actually thought they would glow with, I don't know if you guys can see, but actually some of these are a little bit lighter and darker than the others, but I really thought the UV, okay. So tomorrow I'll hang these in my car, and then when I get off work, we'll see how that turns out. Next on our list of handy dandy experiments is amazing sand. We need 3 bags of sand. We have orange, we have green, we have blue. Okay, find an empty container that you can see through. I am the queen of cups. Preferably one with the lid or a cap so you can store the sand for later. I'm not much of a sand person, so I'm probably not going to play with these later. I don't have anything with... I like my Tupperware too much. If I really like it, I'll put it in a Ziploc bag. Let's see. Fill your container with water. Choose a color to start with and carefully cut the corner of the bag. Slowly pour the sand in the container. As the sand is poured into the water, it holds its shape and can even be molded underwater. Pour out the water and your sand is dry. Oh, I think I saw this when I was a kid. Wow, I'm still young. This experiment, I'm not really a fan of. I don't know if it's because I'm not a fan of sand, but it's just something about it that I just can give 2 shits about. So I'm not even gonna attempt to do the other colors because again, sorry, spilled some water. I don't care. So, which is gonna be less experimental, kinda. The marble job. All we need is 2 marbles. We're going to hold 1 marble in each hand. At the same time, toss 1 marble forward and drop the other. Pay attention to which marble hits the ground first. So, if you guys didn't know, this is Shgur. Mommy needs to do something. Go over there. Okay. So we're going to drop 1. Okay. Sit down. Sit. Sit down. Sit. Oh my god. Okay. Go over here. This is Sheba. Give me a minute. This is Shgur. And remember I said puppies eat everything? It's not food. Okay, so we're going to drop one, which would be this one, then we're going to toss one, and we're going to see which one hits the ground first. We're going to do that 3 times. So 1, 2, wait, fuck. Toss, drop. 1, 2, 3. I honestly wasn't even paying attention. Could you move? Move. All right. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so even though I wasn't a fan of this experiment, I still think it's a pretty neat experiment. It's a pretty cool experiment. I feel like it kind of reminds me of Jax. I feel like it'd be more fun if, you know, the marbles were actually different colored, so then I could actually see visually, because right now they're both clear, and once they hit the ground and they cross, I really don't know what's going on. So I think it'd be cool if they were at least 2 different colors or patterns or structures or something. And I feel like kids would really enjoy this for some reason, because we love to throw stuff and say that ours hit the ground first. Alright, next is pee whistle, and my dogs are probably going to hate me because I get to blow a whistle. We need 1 whistle. Examine the whistle and identify the different parts. So we have the big part, the blowy part, the hole, and the ball that goes inside. Blow into the whistle and pay attention to the sound it makes. Does it stay the same pitch, or does it change loudness and pitch? I haven't blown a whistle in years, but... Oh, shit! I'm so... Oh, y'all have to see that. It was beautiful. On her. I feel like I'm a freaking gym coach back in middle school or something. My dogs are actually not a fan of it. I might use this to call them in the house, because whenever I say come in the house, they just be ignoring the hell out of me. Okay, next is chalk and vinegar that I have to go. I don't even know if I have vinegar, so we're gonna go see if I have vinegar before we even start on this one. I don't have vinegar, so we're not gonna do the vinegar and chalk. But what I will do is go out and get vinegar tomorrow, so that when we check on the tree and we check on the bead experiment, we can go ahead and knock out the chalk and vinegar experiment. Next, oh god, I'm gonna blow something up. Rocket blast off. Alright, so we're gonna need 1 rocket, blast off pellet, which is this, and water. Okay. Help us all. Remove the cap from the bottom of the rocket. With the nose facing down, I'm assuming this is the nose. With the nose facing down, fill the removed cap with water with 2 times and pour the open end of the rocket. I don't understand what that means, but okay. Make sure to keep the nose of the rocket facing down. When you are ready, add 1 blast. Oh, that's why we have so many of these. Okay. Add 1 blast off pellet to the water of the rocket. Secure the cap at the end of the rocket. Make sure it snaps to ensure it's properly sealed. When ready, face the rocket up. Move at least 5 feet away for your safety. I'm not going to do that. The rocket will blast off within a minute. If the rocket does not launch within 5 minutes, safely pick it up and loosen the cap a bit. All right, let's do this. Yeah. So, it says 5 feet away. I'm a little bit too cool for that. Yeah. The cap is on too tight. Okay, so we're gonna try that again. Yeah. wants to see. Oh God, your breath stinks. Very disappointed in this experiment, because this is the one that I was like most excited for. And we're just gonna give it the full 5 minutes. All right, I'm not waiting. I'm bored. So this was a bust. I don't know what was going on with that. So the one experiment I was so excited for, couldn't even do it. All right, so our last experiment, since we technically have 3 more to knock out tomorrow, growing marbles. We need a pack of marbles, a small cup. I don't believe in small cups, so we're gonna stick to my big cups. Water, napkin, or paper towel. Crafters always got napkins. All right, we're going to place the gel marbles. Oh, they're gel. Into a small cup. Fill the cup completely with water. Allow the pebbles to sit for 2 minutes. Drain the excess water. Stop it! Drain the excess water from the cup when the gel balls. Stop it! Sugar, stop. When the gel balls stop growing, remove the gel balls from the cup. Place them on blah, 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 blah. So, I am curious for these tomorrow to see if these are actually going to hold their shape. So when we take these out of the water, we're going to see if they actually keep their shape for more than 24 hours. Okay, so these have been in for well over 2 minutes. I think I've did about 3 or 4 minutes. Oh, shakalaka, damn it. These are what we have. They didn't get much bigger. They're kind of crystallized. I'm gonna obviously leave them out tomorrow. What we're gonna do is we're gonna leave half out tomorrow for tomorrow to look at, and then I'm gonna put half back in the cup, because I want to see if these can get bigger, because they didn't grow. They grew maybe like 2 or 3 times the size. So we're going to do a little bit of a side experiment of our own. We're going to go into the next scene where we're finishing the tree, the chalk and vinegar, and the beads. Mwah! So I'm on staff duty, and I'm not going to have the motivation to do all this tomorrow. So these are the ones that we left out, and they basically shrunk back down to regular size. These are the one that we put in water, and they're still pretty big. So that's pretty neat. I left this at home. I'm not really interested anymore. I don't feel like buying vinegar. This is our tree, and it hasn't been 24 hours, but we'll check on it tomorrow when I get off duty or later on tonight. I thought I was playing. I'm really on staff duty. So after 24 hours, let me show you what we have. We have the marble petal thingies. They've actually shrunken down. So if they're dry, they'll shrink down. But if they're still wet, like the ones here, they'll continue. But I think this is as big as they'll get. But they'll grow and they'll keep their size. Next is our tree that this is it. So the crystals didn't change colors. I was very, very disappointed in that. The gel crystals, you saw how they were all crystally yesterday, completely dry, they're uncrystallized, which is still pretty cool because that just means they're reusable. I have no idea what I would use these for. The only thing that stayed consistent is the snow. It's still cold, it's still wet, it's still gooey, and I still have enough to make more. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Sorry we didn't do the chalk and vinegar. I might do that on another video. And I'm sorry we didn't do the beads. Tune in for Monday. I'm still trying to figure out what the video is going to be. Peace.